Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Quest, and this is a very special Solitaire Quest here. This is a commentary quest where I do commentary over stuff while I play Solitaire, and you get the audio in the background. So yeah, this is the first ever commentary quest, and to start things off, this is the commentary, my commentary for the Star Trek Picard featurette. Make It So, the DVD featurette. Now, yeah, I want you to hear. I want you to hear what these assholes have to say. I want to give you my commentary over it. For the purposes of this video, I have nuked the pitch as low as it can go for the Make It So featurette. And for the later portion of this video, I will be reducing the play speed to 0.8 play speed. So yeah, I figure Fast and Chipmunk wouldn't be your style. You know, you don't want to hear these assholes like sounding like goddamn fucking chipmunks, because then that would give them encouragement to put out an album. You know. No, I wanna. So I'm gonna go and play this. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm going slow and James Earl Jones. Or Darth Vader. Whatever. So yeah, various points I'm gonna be pausing the video to give my take. You know, make this the most transformative as possible. And yeah. Also, another reason for this format, also to keep myself safe from copyright, is to also another reason other than copyright for this format is because I honestly don't know how to record a smaller screen for the inside my Solitaire video. I don't know how to do that. I don't have the software to do that. I'm just doing what I can, but I'll give you a taste. I'll give you a taste of what I can do. But yeah. So yeah, this is the first episode of Commentary Quest. Should be exciting. Let's see, turn the volume up on the other computer here. And yeah. Let's see the EQ. Yeah, we're at as low as she can go. And yeah. Gonna sound like they're on testosterone. I might turn the volume down if it's too loud. So yeah, there we go. Okay, press and play.
Mandy.
Son of a.
If we're going to expand the universe, every show has to be really different from one another. You shouldn't ever tune into an episode of Picard and feel like, oh, is that Disco? Is that Picard?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious that they wanted to create two separate shows, a separate show from Star Trek Discovery. That is hilarious that they wanted to do that, because they pretty much they use the same shuttle asset, and they also, for Dodge and Soji, they used the same character ad lib to create her. Same one they used as for Michael Burnham. Here, I'll give you an example. Michael Burnham is a female character inserted into Spock's family line. She has, as his sister, she has equal, if not comparable, skills to Spock. Her only weakness is that she cares so much that she will abandon certain safety to make sure those she cares about is safe. Now here's Dodge and Soji. Dodge and Soji are inserted into Data's family line as his daughters. They have equal, if not comparable, skills to their father, and their only weakness is that they care so much so that they will leave certain safety in order to keep those they care about safe. So yeah, I'm gonna reposition the mic here, see if it's cranked up the volume. We're at maximum. We're at maximum here. So yeah, that's funny. That is just funny though. They also have both shows have terroristic incidents that are major plot points. Both have the themes of AI rebellion, at least in Discovery Season 2. So, yeah. That is just hilarious. They didn't even try to... Oh, yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but... Alright, I'll just let it play.
From the way it looks, from the way it feels, that it's a completely different show.
That's hilarious.
I was sitting here with Alex, and Akiva was on the phone, and we were just sort of talking in general about how the franchise was going to expand.
How it was going to expand? You mean how? You mean better word? How the franchise was going to get stabbed? I mean, yeah. Star Trek Lower Decks. There's nothing that says honor. There doesn't nothing that says honoring Gene Roddenberry's legacy that a parody show based on his life's work, filled with bro humor. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, moving on.
I remember at one point in the meeting him saying that Patrick had perhaps expressed interest in coming back.
Well, of course, he wants a fucking paycheck. Yeah, we got. You're not seeing this like I am. We got Picard just randomly strolling through the vineyard, or the wineyard, or the grape farm, whatever you want to call it. That is just hilarious. I don't know how any of this is gonna. I don't know how. I don't know the audio. I don't know how the audio is gonna sound when this is all. When this episode. When I finish this. I hope you're hearing what this bitch has to say. I hope it's not. I hope it's coming through clearly. So yeah, let us begin again.
You know.
Oh yeah, Kristen Bayer. Yeah. God, the gel she has. God damn. God damn gels. If you're watching this video, you've already seen this making of feature. You pirated it or something. Then yeah. Damn, the jowls on this woman. Okay, carrying on.
If I had Jean-Luc Picard back and I pitched a thing and, you know, the response was, okay, that should be our next series. Now, there were a million miles between that moment and...
A million? A million? Really? A million miles? I think it was pretty clear. More like a few hundred or something. But that's just my take.
It became, but it was awesome that from that time, like one of the most fun, incredibly creative times of my life started. It was a mitzvah as
Akiva Goldsman. Oh my god. Yeah. Looks like Kurtzman's uncle or something. I'll let him talk.
Mother would have said. I knew Michael was a huge fan of Star Trek, and I knew Alex was a huge fan of Cavalier and Clay, so I put them together. They had a delightful time talking. We asked Michael to write one of the shorts, which he did, and then we all started.
Okay, so one Star Trek short and this guy gets in. Okay. You wanna maybe instead of bringing in some rando, how about you try bringing back Brega or someone like that? That'd be a better choice, quite frankly, in my honest all opinion.
So my colleagues on Picard are Michael Chabon and Keith Goldsman, Kirsten Meyer, and a whole staff of amazing writers and directors and producers.
Amazing writers? You mean randos you fucking found on the streets? Who work for the CW? That's your bar for amazing writers? Because my bar is set to Tolkien, to Neil Gaiman, Stephen King. Those are amazing writers, and also Jim Butcher. Jim Butcher, that guy. The guy who wrote the Dresden Files, which is my fucking Tao. So yeah, you call the group of randos you got amazing writers? Okay, that's it's a bit deluded of you, but moving on.
Costume designers. There were so many people who brought a critical ingredient into making Picard what it is. That collaboration to me is where the best things happen, where everybody has a singular goal and is pointing in the same direction.
Singular goal? You mean to fail? Because that's what this show did. It fucking failed. Anyway.
Things to the table to just make the texture of the universe grow and expand. In the writer's room, Michael and Akiva and Kirsten and I had very different connection points to Star Trek and Great.
I know where your connection point is, Kurtzman. It's to Star Trek. It's located inside of Jar Jar Abrams' pants, actually. That's where the connection point is. Spoiler alert to anyone who doesn't fucking know. Spoiler alert. Spoilers.
To Star Trek, and specifically as a character. So the debates were lively, but there were never any real fundamental questions about it. Was how we were going to do it. My first involvement with Picard was indeed with the writers.
Okay, Patrick. Do you know why you weren't? Do you know why you weren't involved in the writers' room in TNG? It's because you're an actor, my friend. You're an actor. You're a bloody actor. You're not. You're not supposed to be in the writers' room, my friend. You're great. You're fucking great in your lane, but as a writer, spitballing to other writers, no. Yeah.
I have never been in a writer's room creative event, and it was such a delight to sit there
Because, of course it
listening to
was.
these
You're getting a
brilliant
paycheck.
people
You're getting a paycheck.
flashing ideas across a big table at one another and taking off
You're
on those
getting a
ideas
paycheck,
and
my
running
friend.
with them all.
Okay, now they have like a whole bunch of scribbles. A whole bunch of scribbles of like the Star Trek galaxy.
Table. And then somebody saying, you know what, that won't work, no. And they would throw the whole idea out, and then somebody would start all over
What do
again.
you think happens in a writer's room?
Trust with us because
Patrick?
he understood
What do you
by
think
sitting there
happens
in
in
the
a
room with us
writer's
that we
room?
weren't just looking to replicate old things, that we weren't.
Striving for new ideas, Kurtzman. You're literally for Star Trek Picard. You were literally ripping off. Let's go down the list: Blade Runner, Battlestar Galactica, Mass Effect. Oh, what else? Firefly. At least conceptually with the crew. Yeah, pretty much it. You were striving for new ideas. You were fucking ripping off everything, my friend. Everything.
For new ideas, and I don't know that he would have had such quick trust had he not actually experienced that firsthand with us.
Before he joined us, all of the various creators.
Just gotta. Someone. I'd give 1,000 points to. 1,000 points to whoever creates Christian Mayer's Twitter account, Christian Mayer's Jaws. I'll give 1,000 points. Whoever creates that Twitter account. 1,000 points. You can redeem them at Whose Line Is It Anyway the next time you're there. So yeah.
Senses of what elements of Picard's past were most resonant. The kinds of things where we felt like there might be unfinished business or unresolved kind of stories left to tell.
Data fucking died. You literally found a way. His storyline was done. You literally found a way to bring him back and then kill him. And also, Hugh's story. Well, he left the fucking collective there with the other Borg that were on that planet. So yeah. Also, Also, how did they get one of Data's positronic neurons? How'd that happen? Did they find it like floating in space? Because yeah, I doubt it would. I doubt there was any much. There was. I doubt there was. It's just vapor left of Data. There's just vapor left. So yeah, I don't think you'd find any positronic neurons there. You have to. That would imply that a positronic neuron was extracted from Data in the past, which that's disconcerting to find out that Data was intelligence IQ got reduced by one neuron. But anyway, let's go. Let's keep going.
The interesting part to me was from day one he walked in, and for him it was Data.
Oh, Data, yeah.
Stalling, Captain. I don't want the game to end.
And we were all so surprised by that. What became clear to us was that someone, Patrick and Patrick as Picard, had really fallen in love with Data.
Oh God. Don't tell me Patrick Stewart wanted to dock with Data. Don't tell me he wanted to do some docking with Data. Cause yeah, I don't, yeah. Okay. Alright. Don't tell me he wanted to do some docking with Data. No. That's wrong.
It's usually a sad story. He died. He gave his life to save mine. And I have missed him ever since.
And that the regret at the sacrifice he made was so intense that for him there was no question that that was the moment from which this story had to begin to be built. So a lot of what we came in with went out the door, and we started again focused on this particular wound that Patrick was most interested in exploring.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting, though, because in the beta canon, B4 Data came back through B4. So yeah, I don't get why he didn't. He could have just cracked open a few comic books or novels and found that out. Don't know why he had. Don't know why he had to go to Alex Kurtzman in this bitch. Don't know why, folks. Maybe it's for the paycheck. Maybe it was for the paycheck. That's my guess.
Left me on my Arnold, man. I never meant to. I see no reason not to do the same. I'm the one.
It's Robbie Legolas. Get it right.
From the beginning, Patrick said to us, "This has to be different. I'm different.
20% different.
I know Picard's different because I'm different. He's in a different place in his life. I'm in a different place in my life. He."
Good. Stay in those goddamn places. Stay in those places. Keep those places separate. That's good advice if you ask me.
That's that mandate. We're old enough to find us as well, and to have had the ample opportunity, excessive opportunity to look backwards at our mistakes.
Yeah, I'm watching this with subtitles, and yeah. Looking backwards at your mistakes? Bubby. Bearded bastard. Whoever your name is. I don't know. Yeah. First off, your mistakes for Star Trek Discovery Season 1. You really wanna know you wanna do some introspection. You wanna do some good introspection. Just go back to Go look at an old Star Trek series. Watch a season or two. Watch a season of TNG. Watch a season of Voyager, DS9, Enterprise, the original series. And then compare and contrast with Star Trek Discovery Season 1. Compare and contrast. And look what they did differently in those seasons. And then look what you did in your first season of Discovery. Then get out yourself some notepads and take some fucking notes on what was done in the past. Could season 2 of Star Trek Discovery have been saved? I don't think so. Because these people just can't fucking help themselves. My opinion. If they really wanted to look back at their mistakes and correct them, then you would have looked back to old Star Trek, look at what they did, and then copy what they did. And then look up some manuals on how to develop characters properly. How about that?
And our regrets and the things that haunt us and various kinds of pain. And, it was fertile ground when Patrick came to us. He came to...
You went to him. You and your ilk went to him. You went to him. He didn't go to you. They're literally contradicting themselves in their video. You guys went to him. My God.
Because to some degree that experience. He had these Patrick's tenets. What were they? Never a dream.
Okay. Alright. I don't have anything to say, but yeah.
Almost never a dream. The dreams are lovely. It's the waking up that I'm beginning to resent. No Borg, which became, XPs.
Okay, so you're letting Patrick Stewart dictate how your story should go. And you're saying like one of it, yeah, no Borg. Okay, you got former Borg then, but they're still on a Borg cube that looks 20% different. By the way, 20% different. I mean, where the fuck did the Borg get this? When did this random ass rectangular wall cube thing walls come in? Seems like a waste of space. Seems like a waste of architectural space. I mean, in those corridors that have literally nothing in them, you could literally put in Borg regeneration chambers. I mean, yeah, lots of wasted space for a race that prides itself in efficiency. Just saying.
Overboard. That's what we call ourselves. No uniforms. Picard does, which...
Okay, no uniforms. No uniforms. Okay. Wow. Well, I guess, yeah, he's retired. I guess, yeah. I guess Picard is retired, so yeah. Except, yeah, you did have him dressed in like the uniforms and fucking flashbacks and dreams. So you sort of broke that rule. You sort of did.
Only does in one dream sequence. So that was actually
And
a
a
combination
flashback.
of no-nos
And a
combined.
flashback.
And of course the most important one, the one that I'd like to believe we adhere to steadfastly, which is nothing familiar unless it's earned.
Nothing familiar unless it's earned? Okay, yeah. I guess these guys hate money. I guess these guys actively hate money then. Because yeah. Like yeah, maybe a familiar TNG, maybe if you bring this back to TNG, back to the TNG era, maybe you have like a TNG era show for one season. You make everything look and feel like it was in past Trek, and you would have made a lot of money. As long as you didn't put any woke bullshit into it and made it straight TNG continuation. Maybe like Picard's last hurrah or something. Maybe it's like maybe it's like the last episode of TNG, something like that. Maybe make things styled like that. I don't know. You have Picard going on an important mission or something. One last one. You could have had a decent swan song to the TNG, but no. Yeah, instead we got this that literally pisses on Picard, literally pisses on Star Trek. Oh yeah, one thing Star Trek Picard does copy. Another thing Star Trek Picard does copy from Discovery is, yeah, you have a major Alpha Quadrant power reduced to a marginalized race. That's one thing they both series share. So yeah, you had the Klingons portrayed as marginalized. You have Romulans as marginalized. So yeah, it's one thing you should. Another thing both series share.
And you can see Patrick was really flexible about his other tenets, but this one I
Why are
think
you
all
letting him
try
dictate to
adhere
you
to
how to
strictly
make your
nothing
series? He's a
familiar
fucking actor.
unless it's earned. Be that a recurring
Give
guest
him enough
star.
money to shut him
Would
up.
you like to finish it, Captain? A familiar position on the bridge, a set of relationships we come to know from Next Gen. All those were not to be assumed. This was not a show that was a sequel to Next Gen.
Well, no, the show would have been like the swan song to Next Generation. It wouldn't be a sequel, it would be a swan song that you could use as a backdoor pilot for a series of Star Trek. This wouldn't have been a sequel, it would have been the swan song to Next Generation. And if it had been a sequel to the Next Generation, a proper sequel, you would have made a shitload of money. You'd have shit to license, shit to sell, which you don't have because you fucking pissed on your franchise. You know how you make more television series? You make money to fund them, you dumb, glasses-eyed wearing motherfucker. That is what you do. is that is how money is made. But I guess you don't like money because you're socialist commie bastards. Oh, I went there. Oh, I know some of you are watching. Oh, I went there. Oh, screw you. It's the fucking truth.
And on its own feet. And in order to do that, it had to be new and break ground. But
No, you don't have to have a show that always breaks ground. You don't need a show that needs to be new and groundbreaking. You just need a show that needs to be entertaining. Look at the Orville. They're breaking the same ground that TNG broke. Doing it fabulously, by the way. Better than you are. Hell, you want a show that stands on its feet? How about building a show that actually has feet to fucking stand on? It's not supported by woke bullshit. By like woke ghost legs. Because that's what this show had, woke fucking ghost legs. From Christmas past. But okay.
systems, and he was right about that.
You sure?
Sounds like you need a new plan.
You sure he was right?
So much has
sure?
changed in the world, and it seemed right to all of us when the series was being created that the changes in the real world should be reflected on.
This shouldn't be reflected in the new in this series. This is a series set in the fucking future. You could have a one-off episode where they go to a planet that's having the same that's having the exact same problems our planet's going through or whatnot. Something like that. A one-off episode, like it's always done for issues back in the past. But yeah, you don't need the future to resemble the past. That's retarded. This is a show set in the fucking future. You're making it reflect the fucking past. Now I don't mind. Now of course, create like an original IP where it's create an original IP where it's the future and the future's having the same problems as us. Okay, cool. That's cool. But for Star Trek, a show set in a world which has transcended those problems that we have in our modern times, yeah, not really a good fucking fit there. Not really a good fucking fit. I mean, I hate to punch an old guy like this, Patrick, but you're fucking wrong. You're great in X-Men. You're great in the movie Dune, the original Dune. I think new Dune is gonna get woke as hell. But yeah, let's keep going.
Narration does not get to decide if a species lives or dies.
Yes, we do.
What had been stable and certain and humanitarian and caring about the Federation. And
You mean everything good about Star Trek? So that's the translation. Everything good about Star Trek.
for all those years, I know you're all worried, but the Federation and Starfleet are here to help you settle. You have my word. Had changed because the world had changed, and governments changed, and attitudes to society changed. And that's what we tried to create in Picard. It was a different world, and therefore you could not assume anything at all. Well, Andrew? And it was partly what.
Well, that's retarded. That is absolutely retarded. For a Star Trek series that has had 5 shows of world building and story building to say, like, oh, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Look, our modern problems are now inserted into this new Star Trek show. Yeah. No, doesn't fucking work there, Patrick. Doesn't fucking work there.
John Luke, an anxious, somewhat depressed, guilt-ridden, angry man. It was no longer Starfleet, none of which qualities he really exhibited at all.
No, yeah, he didn't exhibit those qualities because he wasn't a broken down shell of a fucking man that he was. He wasn't a fucking broken ass man. He didn't exhibit those qualities because he wasn't broken. Yeah, no shit, he didn't exhibit those qualities. He wasn't fucking broken. This is just a whole bunch of convoluted bullshit. I don't get why these writers have to write for terror. I don't get why these writers have to insert terroristic events and earth-shattering natural disasters. Because yeah, these writers, they're writing a commentary on 9/11 and Hurricane fucking Katrina. This is where all that comes from, folks. If you're wondering where all these terroristic events and natural disasters come from in series like these or similar, or any show that made post 9/11, yeah, this is where it's coming from. This is where it's fucking coming from.
In the next generation, no one is more aware of their danger than I am. But I'm also bound by my oath and my conscience to uphold certain principles. And I was very enthusiastic about that because although we're making science fiction, it has always seemed to me important that in different ways, always naturalistic, believable ways, we reflect the world around us, not just an imagined world. Look at you.
Well, that's brilliant. So all fiction should be reflections of our modern world. That's fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. You go to different fictions, you go to different fictional worlds because you want to escape from this world, you moron. God. Oh, Patrick Stewart. Yeah, I hate to be busting your chops on this. Hate to be doing that, but yeah.
I think it is what has given Picard a lot of valuable substance. All right.
Okay. After that, she's just credits for this special feature. But yeah. No idea what these dumb. They don't no idea what's fucking happening. Bunch of dumb bitches. Not much more I can say. That's the summary. That's pretty much the summary of my thoughts at this point. So yeah. I hope that was good for you as it was for me, because like I want this is as close as I can get to watching these assholes get grilled by real Star Trek fans. I want to see an interview where they're interviewed by real Star Trek fans and see their reaction. That would give me so much joy. But anyway, this is my commentary on this special feature. The bestest feature ever! So yeah, I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay frosty. Stay sexy, San Diego. Get your jewels in one where you can. I'm a spaceman. Peace out.